Hello, friends. I just attended the live session on Twitter between Dr. Abhay Jere and Dr. Anil Sahasrabudhe. I found that session very helpful for all the faculties and students in this time of lockdown and COVID 19. So, I'm just uploading this recorded session. I have no copyright on this session or nothing, but I found this helpful and just want to make it available to everyone, and that's why I'm uploaded. It's already available on the Twitter, but still it's my effort to help people to go for this. Thank you. Friends, just logging into my Twitter account to see this live session by Dr. Abhay Jere and Dr. Anil D. Sahasrabudhe, chairman of ASCT, which is on leadership. Okay, AMC. So this is what this is leadership talk, yeah, today at 11 a.m. So I'm going to enter into this live session for getting the knowledge from Dr. Abhay Jere and Dr. Sahasrabudhe.
Expect students, faculty, and institutions to react so that there is no long term loss when it comes to academics.
Many of you should become entrepreneurs. Why are you interested in getting jobs? You should become entrepreneurs and provide jobs to 10, 20 people, both your own engineering classmates.
How you think students should do something new to ensure that they actually convert this crisis into an opportunity? AICT announced that students should do internships from home. It's a completely new model. So what you expect students to do when it comes to internships? So what kind of projects will now qualify as internships and you want them to actually go ahead and do?
Stakeholders, that is the citizens of the country, and whether it is students or whether faculty members
So I joined this.
or the institutions who come under AICT are also citizens in some sense, and therefore all of that is valid for our students and faculty members and managements as well. Number one, we are in a lockdown, and therefore we should not venture out and try to go into the streets and create a situation where the pandemic, which is growing day by day, is curtailed, stopped. We all talk about flattening the curve. In fact, we want to reduce and lower down the curve and the number of cases being reported. I think to that end, there is a big role that students and faculty will play. Now, being students and being faculty who are in the education sector, there are certain minimum things which we are expected to do as educationists. Number one, learning. Learning is, we often say, lifelong learning. So even if there is a COVID-19 crisis, our learning should not stop. And now today, with the use of technology, there are umpteen number of possibilities that we can continue to learn by being at home. And that is what is my special advice to faculty members, that they can use any LMS tool, whether it is free or already possessed by the college, in order to reach out to their respective students and continue teaching learning process. Secondly, as far as students and teachers both are concerned, again, there are a huge number of freeware courses, whether it is in Swayam on the MOOCs platform of India. There are other platforms on the YouTube. So there is enough learning material that exists, and especially those technologies which are new and upcoming and emerging. For example, AI, IoT, machine learning, deep learning, robotics, 3D printing, blockchain, your cloud computing, as well as cyber security. I think these are all available today by different companies, different agencies, and we must explore all of them and start learning. So learning should never stop. And secondly, one has to be positive. This is a phase which will go over. It's a 3 week deadlock which has come, but we will cover it up and we will be back into the action. And there are certain queries which keep coming to us as AICT. What will happen to my examination? What will happen to my next class? What will happen to my future admissions? What will happen to placements? What will happen to internships? I think they need not worry. We must first overcome this crisis. All of that will fall in place. Maybe there is a delay of 1 month, 1.5 months, that in a lifespan of an individual, which is around 80 years to 100 years, is nothing. And therefore, please don't be worried about any of these things. Face this pandemic squarely and come successfully out from out of this.
Yes, sir. What you said is very right because we are getting large number of even very anxious messages. And when we read those messages, we actually feel that there are large number of mental health issues which are also arising due to this anxiety. Because youngsters who have got just placements, they are worried now whether those placements will be valid and or honored by the companies. Even companies' economies are going down. So, how you think students should do something new to ensure that they actually convert this crisis into an opportunity?
I think very interestingly, in the first few days itself, when we realized that there is a lockdown, we had a competition called as Ideathon, which is MHRD Innovation Cell, MPICT, and some of the companies like Forge. We came forward with an idea that students will be given a challenge to address COVID-19 itself and then receive their suggestions, their ideas into sort of products which can be helpful. And this was a grand success. More than 5,500 teams came forward, and we have already honored 20 prize-winning, student teams. We did not stop at it. A next version is going to be launched very soon, which is called Samadhan. So that is finding solution to the problem that exists today. So students, while at home, are getting enormous opportunities to showcase their talent. We were supposed to have a Smart India Hackathon around the same time, which now is going to be postponed. But by staying at home also, we can do something which is very creative, which is innovative, is what AICT and MHRD Innovation Cell has embarked upon. And I request students to participate in that. Reflecting back to their concerns about what will happen to their placement was already made, whether it will be honored by the companies and so on and so forth. I think it is all related with the economy. Naturally, because of this particular pandemic, economy is going to hit badly, and our GDP, etc., is going to come down. There are possibilities that we will have to revive, and there will be large number of initiatives which will be done by the government, Reserve Bank of India pumping in money and promoting various benefits in terms of tax and so on and so forth. And because of which economy will start reviving, we should have full faith in the system. And that has happened in the past also. During the entire global crisis, India was not as badly hit as many other countries. So we are all optimistic people, and we hope to come out of this crisis as well, and economy will start improving. And therefore, jobs will be there. May not be immediately, but at least in a staggered timing. Even in the earlier era, whenever there were chips were down, industries never not honored the commitments, never happened. In fact, what happened was Either they were taking in and putting them on the bench, or they were doing joining time in a staggered manner so that depending on the demand that is required for catering to their customers and client, they will onboard students. So we may have to wait sometime 1 month, 2 months, 6 months for some of the people, and that is very natural. In fact, I would like to tell my all students and faculty here that during my time when we graduated, there was nothing like placement. Except few IITs, there was no placement cell in any of the institution. We used to be at home after our graduation. We keep on looking at newspaper advertisement, employment news advertisement, apply there, and randomly somewhere we were shortlisted and called for interview and finally got the jobs. Till then, we were doing something here and there at the normal routine way. So I think you have never seen those days, and therefore you are all getting worried. So we are not worried because we have seen the life as it goes on. And so please keep patience, 3 4 months, and you will be successful in getting jobs. And many of you, because of the opportunities which are being provided with this Ideathon or with Samadhan, many of you should become entrepreneurs. Why are you interested in getting jobs? You should become entrepreneurs and provide jobs to 10, 20 people, both your own engineering classmates or pharmacy or architecture classmates, or lower down, those who have done arts, commerce, science, or 10th standard, 12th standard. There are opportunities which you should create, in fact. And that is the call of the day.
So, sir, we will continue this discussion. You were talking about the mental health and how students should cope up with this crisis. Sir, recently AICT also launched a very interesting portal to actually handle distressed students or complaints from distressed students. So, would you like to elaborate on that, sir?
See, we were receiving emails and calls from students about difficulties that they are facing due to lockdown. Some of those issues included accommodation because hostels were all closed. Their mess or canteens were closed, so there were problems of food. Sometimes they were not feeling well, so issues related with health. There were also possibilities of they had to move here and there urgently because of some family compulsions, the transport, and more importantly, worries about internship, worries about examination, etc. As well as people, when they became lonely, they had some psychological problems, and therefore some of them were getting into trouble. So AICT decided to launch a portal which is called as Helpline, which is for students essentially, but it has two facets. One of them is students who are having problems, they have to post their problem, and on the other side, we have roped in about 4,000 plus institutions, providing more than about 15,000 different types of services. And now we are also roping in NGOs, we are also roping in social organizations, voluntary organizations, philanthropists who are willing to help students in this hour of crisis. So on one side, we have students who are in trouble or want to get help. On the other side, there are people who are willing to help. So this is a sort of a big matchmaking exercise, and it is all town-wise, district-wise. So I think an enormous portal has been developed, and I'm very thankful to my team in AICT, Dr. Chandrasekhar Buddha, and two of the students who came forward and did it in just 1 day time. Can you imagine? Many of the companies would have taken huge money for developing this portal and also taken time. But these gentlemen created a portal which is so helpful for our students in crisis. So many retired people and people who are having experience may also pitch in and provide counseling service to such students who are in difficulty.
Few other interesting initiatives with MHRD and AICT are doing are like NEET, National Education Alliance for Technology. Then we have Swayam as our MOOCs platform, as well as our Swayam Prabha, which are 32 DTH channel. So, sir, how you think that these three initiatives address different niche currently considering this COVID crisis?
I think all three are very significant and important. Number one, when we talked about NEET, this is a new initiative of MHRD AICTE, that there are several products in the market which are AI based for personalized learning of students. And therefore, depending on the interest, needs of the students, these products will provide them opportunities for employability and better employability. And we have already enlisted about 15 companies and few products of each one of them onto the portal. They are on the chargeable basis. However, one condition which we had put is for every 4 seats which are procured by students, one seat has to be released free for economically backward and socially backward sections of the students. And this was going on. But the numbers were much less. And therefore, we spoke to these companies as to why not under like CSR activity, they provide this service as free for some time. And I'm very happy that 5 of the products have come forward for providing free services, and number of students using them have increased phenomenally. We are working with others as well. We are also working with some other organizations who on their own are coming to AICT and saying that they are going to give their product free of cost. We are going to have a due diligence evaluation of these products by a committee, and then whichever is good, we will also provide free services which are non-need products as well. This is one part of the story. As well as the Swayam and Swayam Prabha are concerned, both are similar. One of them is through internet, the other one is through the TV channels. And first one is certainly easily possible in cities and towns where internet bandwidth is good. But students who are in rural areas, remote areas, for them, I think Swayam Prabha is a powerful tool because you don't require anything except a small antenna which costs about 1,500 to 2,000 rupees. And many of them would have already procured. They should make best use of Swayam Prabha channels. AICT had several initiatives. One of them is a mandatory 3-week student induction program for the freshman students, and also a course on universal human values. And to handle both of these, faculty need to be prepared. So we had several workshops being conducted in the past, but we said this time all our officers are also homebound. So we had a 5-day full-fledged workshop every day, two sessions of 2 hours each,
And
and
all these were online.
all were online. So we were all in our respective houses, and we had a lot of engagement, discussion, and why we need to do this, how important it is. And I think all our officers also got convinced about the value of these workshops. Secondly, we have Atal Academies who are holding faculty development program in upcoming and niche areas like AI, IoT, etc. So we have started those courses also online. So 16 courses are already announced. And for a course where we wanted about 50 to 100 people restriction, more than 1,000, 1,200 applications are coming. We have challenge in reducing from 1,200 to 100. On the similar lines, we have examination reforms, and these workshops were also held earlier face to face. Now we are holding them also on the web. That means using the technology. So if there is a will, there is always a way.
Another big news which was there a few days back was that AICT announced that students should do internships from home. It's a completely new model. So, what you expect students to do when it comes to internships? So what kind of projects will now qualify as internships, and you want them to actually go ahead and do?
In fact, when AICT made internship mandatory, that is at least 6 months, whether it is one full semester or 3 summer vacations of 2 months each, we had envisaged that there will be large number of companies who will provide internships to our students. With all our efforts, with efforts from several companies, we were in a position to reach out to only 1/3 of the students. So out of about 10 lakh plus students, internships were provided to about 3 lakh students. So there was still a big gap which existed. And many companies, especially the large IT companies, were saying that they can accommodate physical presence of not more than 50 to 100 students, while they have large chunk of problems which they will give and students can solve them by staying at home. They will be guided, counseled, etc. So this model of doing internship from home was already started last year itself. It's not a new thing. Now, when you go to an actual industry and see the processes and the systems, certainly you will be more enriched compared to doing it from home. I'm not denying that fact. And therefore, we still insist on going to an industry as much as possible. But in the given circumstances, when everything is locked down, when the companies will not allow any external students to come in, the only other alternative to still learn and industry practices, industry level problems is through an internship being taken from home. And we have appealed to companies to give such challenging statements which students can solve by staying at home. Many are coming on board, and I'm sure we'll be able to provide to as many students such home-based and internships as possible. Secondly, it is not ruled out that there will not be any internship in the industry, which is again a wrong message which has gone. If the situation improves in the next 10 days, 15 days, based on the actions taken by the government and the support which people are providing, and if the curve flattens and gradually things open up and industries also start functioning, maybe little later, May, June, or even in the December vacation, which is 6 months down the line, there could be such internships possible.
We will close down on this very interesting note, very positive note, sir. So thank you for talking to us. I know you are extremely busy. You are still going to office for a couple of hours to clear your files, and then you are bound in all conference calls. Thank you talking to us, sir.